Oh my god, my hair. No wonder Miss Lizzie keeps a brush next to her desk. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Sorry, making some noise. Making some noise. Please don't fall. I don't need a cracklinch. Cracklinch. Just trying to wait for a few people to pop in to say hello. Hello, hello. How are you? We are going to play with my homemade jelly plate. First, I have to open something. I want to check something out. Raised up coolness. Hello, out there in TV land. I guess that'd be YouTube land, huh? Let's see. Well, my husband bought me my awesome camera yesterday. He also bought me these buttons from Walmart. They're called Le Batons. Or Le Batons. I don't understand why it's backwards on this stupid thing, but okay. And they have them listed as steampunk clocks. Oh, come on. Focus. 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 Anyway, maybe hold it out upside down too. That's one. Okay, so there's. Let's see. Button. So yeah, it's a button, and I'm gonna make a mold out of these so that I can make replacements. Does it say how many comes in the pack? Let's see. There's 9 of them in here. So I figured if I make a mold of them, then I can have them for whenever I want. Okay, Carrie Ann. You get better, okay, sweetie? And this one is Le Batons from Walmart. And there's 15 of them. And they're different. Oh, wow. Size gears. There's that one. These will be really nice because these are completely flat, where the clocks actually have the button part on the back. These don't. Oh, and at my Walmart, they were it was either $2.49 or $2.98. I don't remember. Let's see. See, I don't know if these two are stuck together. Oh no, that's how they're made. Then I've got this set. My nails are horrible. It's 2 gears offset just a little bit. And then there's a bunch of these. And it has the holes all the way around them. And they're pretty thick, too. So those will make some really nice molds. Let's see. Yeah, I think that is all of them. Oh, wait. If I can pick it up. If I can pick it up. So they give you about two of each. Yeah, there's 2 of each. And then 1 single. I don't know why I can't get that to focus. But yeah. So I'm going to make molds out of all this. And I'll show you those when I go to make the molds. Because I want to try the... There goes that one. And the Great Unknown. I'll find it later. I want to try making the silicone molds that everybody does with the dishwashing soap and all that kind of stuff. Okay, I can see it, so. Yes, and my little apron says Merry Christmas. It's from my aunt in England. If y'all saw my haul where I got the 12 National Geographics, and I was talking about, I found the Western Union, or not Western Union, Western Auto receipt. I actually found the date on it, and it is June 28th, 1975. And whatever part he bought was 88 cents. So I thought that was really cool. So I did find the date. It was just broke. It's almost faded. Well, it was almost faded. And then I had it under the light over here. And I don't know if the light reactivated the ink a little bit or what have you. My husband has boogered this up. I'll have to set that like that. Okay, so there's that. I wanted to make sure I showed you guys that. And then, was it last Wednesday? No, the Wednesday before, Miss Emily from Creative Jewels was doing a ATC design, and this is the one I won. Wow, that really bright. And I'm sorry it's backwards. I have no idea why a webcam makes things come up backwards. But it says, and that's just the beginning. And it's really pretty. I like that. So that's going to go in my ATC thing. Okay. Also in that group, we're supposed to cover some index cards with some fibers or fabric. I've got my index cards, and we're supposed to do some Rolodex cards. So these are my Rolodex cards. I'm not sure if I'm going to do these or if I'm going to do, oh, look at these jumbo ones, this one. But for now, we're going to do the gears. So, oh, I wanted to show you all what I use to store my paint in. It's one of these. This is just the paints that I'm going to use today. And it slides. It's one of those spice racks. It's supposed to save you room inside your kitchen cabinets. My house is so old, it didn't fit. And so good morning, Miss Sad Girl. So I figured out my paints fit in it, so that's what I'm using. Let's see. I think that's about everything that I wanted to show. I've got a tray set out to lay my gears and stuff on. Oh, no, there was something else. I have no idea what these are. I haven't opened these yet. But there's Chip and Bambi and whoever that one guy is. And then there is Thumper, Piglet, and Minnie Mouse. I got these at the Dollar Tree. And that's what I call an impulse buy. They were just too stinking cute. This is the one I opened. So hopefully it will show up better. That's one of the dwarfs. I think it's Grumpy. It may be Doc. I can't remember. Buzz Lightyear and Pooh Bear. Well, when I opened the packages, you saw what they were in. It had this plastic part. I got them Saturday. And those were the last 3 in my store. I didn't even know they had them. I don't even know what they are. I just know they're some kind of collectible. But they come, the packaging, okay, they're in this little plastic thing, which is then inside of this thing. So, what does that look like? I thought it looked like a snowman. You know, the 3 tops. And I thought, ooh, I wonder if I can use this to make a snowman mold. There are 2 holes here, 1 here, and 1 here. But that's okay. I'm still going to figure out how to use this. Yeah, as a I'm going to try to figure out how to use this as a mold. And when I figure that out, I'll let you all know. I'm thinking I'm going to try the wet paper method in here and see if that works. Now the bottom one is just a little bit bigger from the back than the top. So Snowman will just have a bigger butt. But I don't care. Give him more to decorate, right? Oh, oops. Okay. I'm going to tilt this down and see if it's high enough to see my jelly plate. If it's not, I've got another block to put you all on. Oh, look. It just might work. I don't like it. I don't like the angle. Okay. We're going to raise you all up. Blocking your view. Sorry. Oh, that's much better. Now you can see the whole thing. Okay. This is my homemade jelly plate. I have to chop him up and redo him because I've got a cut here and a cut there. And there's some cuts here, but it's alright. So, what we're going to do is move Mr. Snowman out of the way. I'm kind of proud of myself because I actually got organized before I did this morning. Something I don't normally do. Normally, when I do a video, it's fly by the seat of your pants and hope for the best. I don't know if anybody else is like that. I want to use a lot of metallics. So, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to start out with this. I have to pull the light so I can see it. It's a metallic blue sapphire. And it really doesn't take a lot of paint. I say that and then look at me. I put a big old bob on it. What's funny about my homemade jelly plate is when I made this one, I put the alcohol in it. And this started out as a 13 by 9. And I doubt that he is still 13 by 9. Let's see how. Well, I was going to tell you how big he was, but when I semi-straightened my desk, I don't know where I put my ruler. That was just some chocolate brown. Huh. I didn't know chocolate brown came in a metallic. Okay. So let's see. I have a, oh Lord, I didn't put enough paint on here. Oh well, it's okay. It's been a while since I worked with this Geli plate. We'll cover it with gold. Hi, Crafty Kitty. Gold never hurts. So that's pure gold. Oh, that was the camera. I don't know why my paint's not spreading. I mean, it's not spreading at all. And that's making me very hangry. Hangry because I forgot to eat breakfast before I did this. Let's see. Pop those little babies down. Hold on, I don't know. Let's see what. I have no idea what's going on with my paint, why it's not covering the way it should. Oh. But we are going, I'm going to press on. I can do this. I can do it. I don't know if there's something wrong with my Geli plate. So yeah, when you make the Geli plate, I don't recommend the alcohol because, like I said, the alcohol in mine has made mine shrink. And let's see. Okay, that's a better. Hi, Arlene. How are you? Let's try some purple. Wonder if it's just my metallic paints. Cracklanch. I should have put my mat down, taped my mat down. Because I'm not even, it's coloring my brayer. As you can see, it's coloring my brayer, but it's not even coming off my brayer. Oh, man. I forgot. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Let's see, and the colors are not turning out. My husband boogered up my lighting system, so I'm trying to get it to hopefully. Let's see. Yeah, it's just not coming up. I'm getting mad. See that the paint didn't even take on that one. They're only half taking. So I'm not sure. Well, that one took up a lot of the paint. Oops. Well, if I could get it. That one did. Some of them it worked on and some of them it didn't. That one didn't get a lot. It's like my paint's drying too fast on the Geli plate. That one didn't. And that don't make me a happy camper. Because I didn't have this issue before. Okay, so all those we have to redo. So now I'm going to take some white. I wonder if it's just my metallics, because this is going on really good. I'm going to be heartbroken if it's just my metallic paints. Okay. So there's that. I've got a stack of construction paper down here. And then I'm going to lay that on top of that. Hi, how about it? How about it? Your name's Joe, right? Ah, I remembered. Okay, let's see. Oh, and that didn't work. It only worked on some of them. I'm getting mad now. It's not a fail. Just, what do they say? Add layers. Layers, 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 layers. I'm just going to have to keep repeating that to myself all day today because I'm getting upset. Getting upset. Let's try this piece of paper. Try to get this off here. Don't understand why my Geli plate is hating me. Maybe it's mad at me because I threatened to chop it up and remelt it this morning. I have to remake it. Oh, well, that one turned out better. That's what I was going for. That's kind of cool. I like that one. Yay! Oh, don't set it on the wet paint. I don't know if I want to clean the plate or not. Spin this one. Oops. Let me try this one. Yeah, happy accidents. I don't know what's going on with my metallics. I've never had an issue with them. Because I've used them on my Geli plates before. Or this Geli. I only have one Geli plate. This one. And, let's see. Yeah, I don't know if it's raining outside or what. I actually don't even know if my husband has the heater on. That could be it. Let's see. Let's just try two colors. Oh, well, now it's smearing a lot better. Maybe I just had to get, maybe everybody was right. Those first pulls always suck. It has been a while since I used my Geli plate, though. So I'm just kind of layering some colors now. Nope, that purple does not want to lay. That's alright. It's alright. So I'm going to take the ones that we... It looks like it's dark here and rainy. I'm kind of hoping so. I know this sounds bad, but I'd rather be playing on my Geli plate than going to the dump. And I, I actually have to take my trash off, but Geli plating just sounds so much more fun than going to the dump. Yeah, she's in East Tennessee. Yeah, I don't know if I'm considered East or South. I live near Sevierville, which is near Gatlinburg. So whichever direction that is in Tennessee, I'm so not directional. Good with directions. Add a few more gears. And yeah, I know it's probably going to dry before I get the gears on here. But that's okay, because I want to cover it with more paint. You're by Central Georgia. I live right off 411. I'm in Seymour. And there is not more to see in Seymour. Let's try some more royal. Let's try this royal gold. Oh, good. It's raining, so I don't have to take off trash. Yay. I'm basically just clean because ooh. My aunt used to live in, was it South Carolina? Ooh, that red turned out pretty. You know, these cameras need to do better justice to the color system. I think that one's going to be good. My husband's going to kill me. Just did my nails and now I'm getting acrylic paint all over them. Ooh, that one's pretty. Gosh. Go away, light. Maybe you're the problem. There we go. Got a tray balancing on my trash can so I can just throw them over there. Oh, that one picked up the blues and the red. Oh, I'm really liking the swirled effect I'm getting. That one just had a little bit of blue come out on it. I'll show them all again at the end so that it doesn't take as long. But they're coming out pretty now. Gosh. I'm so glad acrylic paint just washes off. Okay, sad girl. And these are all the ones that I cut Thursday on my Cricut. I had so much fun learning how to play with my Cricut. Okay, let's see. Sorry, Auntie, I'm going to get paint on my smock. That ain't that what it's for. Yeah. I did not want to put these stupid things. They're actually not acrylic. They're just press-ons. I don't like long nails. I hate them. Absolutely hate them. But it's my husband likes the stupid things. And I told him, I said, well, I plan on doing jelly prints on Monday. Sorry. And I said, sorry, it's my husband. I told him I was going to be jelly printing on Monday and that if the nails got messed up, they got messed up. I didn't care. I don't like them. Now, the other ones I had on, they were just little shorties, and they don't get in the way. But these monstrosities are not a crafter's friend. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to hit the camera. There we go. There, okay. But whatever makes... Oh, no, wait. I didn't want... Oops. But I was determined, since I didn't do my jelly printing on Saturday like I said I was going to, that I was doing Monday, nails or no nails. I tried that. It didn't work. I also... Hi, Miss Judy. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad to meet you. Yeah, I told him this shape of nails is only for very special people. Oh no, that one turned out really pretty. There we go. I really like how that turned out. These are gonna make some killer backgrounds. Excuse me. Okay, now what colors do I want to do? Let's get some copper. Yours are coppery colored. I guess I'm playing with all the colors because I had watched Miss Elizabeth. If anybody watched her do her junk project, that canvas, where she added the purple. And she's like, this is my idea, Steampunk. She goes, I'm adding purple. Well, okay, Miss Liz, this is for you. Because I love that idea. That was cool. Let's do silver. Oop, I forgot to shake the silver up. Oh, well. It'll be alright. And I'm not one of those that cleans off the jelly plate. I like how it'll layer more. I do apparently need to clean my brayer at some point because it's leaving marks, but it's alright. It's all good. Let's see. I know you said. Oh, I didn't get him all the way on the jelly plate, but that's alright. I want to be a grandma, but I think my husband has scared all of my kids away from it. Actually, that's not true. My first son, my eldest, has come close to getting married. He just hasn't really had any luck with finding him a girly friend that'll actually stick around. Okay, this time I'm kind of running the brayer up. Hey, that kind of looks cool. La, la. Like I said, this is jelly time fun. Actually, I have no idea what I'm doing. So, oops, I hit the camera again. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Now I'm going to make you seasick. Oh, that picked up some nice color. I like it. I like it. Okay, these big ones. Now, I can't say these nails are coming in handy because I can use them for scoops. Gonna ruin the paint job, but oh well. Oh my gosh, look at that. And I bet the camera will not do it justice. I hope it does. Oh, I really hope that's showing up. On my screen, it looks grainy. So I'm sorry about that. That is so pretty. That one's, we're calling that one done. Oops. Oh, I like that one too. It picked up the lines of the purple, where the purple didn't want to pick up. You're done. Let's see. I don't know why this thing is just not picking up the colors. Ugh. That's so sad. They're so pretty. Now, I'll probably go back and I'll watch the video and it'll show all the colors and I'm just fretting over nothing. Oh my gosh. I like that. I like how it has the bits of other colors. Actually, it's pulling up skins too. That's kind of cool. So I'm going to have to clean my jelly plate this time because it's making skins. Oh, that one's so cool. Ugh. What do you all put in your bottles of water that you use to spray? Like, say you're gonna you spray some paint or something. Hey, Emily, I got it. I don't know why my camera shows stuff backwards, but I got it. I'm so excited. Like if you're going to spray paint or whatever to make it a little wet, what do you put in it to keep it from molding? This one didn't pull up the gears quite like I wanted to, but that's our ghost image. Alcohol. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was alcohol or if it was glycerin, so I've got to do that. Ugh. I say that now I can't find my... You were asking me yesterday, Emily, or not yesterday, but the other day in your live stream how I made my stencils. If they've not pulled my video because of my lovely husband cussing in the first second of it, my video from yesterday where it says testing the camera, I explain how I do it. But I can tell you, didn't you say Ray has a Cricut machine? That is just not working at all. That's just not doing good. Okay. What I did is I got laminate sheets because I have a laminator, and you can add a piece of just regular copy paper and laminate them, and that's just so when they fall you can find them. Or you can get those book report covers. I had it here last night. Now, of course, I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Those sleeves that you get that come, they have this on the back of them to hold them. You cut those in half, and you can run those through the Cricut. And I'll show you some of the stencils because I'm going to use them to do some of my index cards here in a minute. But yeah, it was really cool. I didn't know. Oh, hey, that's pretty. Have to save that. Yeah. I didn't have any of those. I just had the laminate sheets, and I have a whole bunch of those book covers. So I just cut them up. Oh, I didn't cut the laminate sheets up. I actually just used the whole sheet. Some of them yeah, sorry, brain dead. I did not realize how badly this thing has got to be redone. Let's see. This is one of the stencils, but I have to fix this one. It's the first one I did. I've got a better copy. Oh, there it is. Any kind of thin plastic. You could even run this through your machine, or you can run like these clear folders. They can run through the Cricut as well. But this is one of the stencils I made. Where do you get transparency sheets from? Okay. This was just a bunch of stuff that I have like an abundance of, so I figured I'd use it up. But when I run out, then I'll get some transparency sheets. Because I'm having fun making my own stencils. First pull of this stencil. Let's hope my paint cooperates. I think my favorite stencil I've made so far is my little Hootie. I'm just in love with him, and I cannot wait to play with my little Hootie. It's alright. Looks better on camera than it does in person. So you can tell where my jelly plate is so cut up. Voila. I'm waiting to drop my mouse on the floor. To do 2 ghost prints. Got 3 or 4 boxes of 150 at Goodwill for like $3. Holy moly! That's awesome. I was watching Emily and Miss Ray the other day where they did their that's the part off the plate. They did their haul video from where they went to the flea market and an estate sale, and I'm like, I can't wait for the estate sales to start. Yeah, well, my jelly plate has it's a homemade one. It's got a bunch of cuts in it, which I think, I'm just going to flip him over. Paint and all, I don't care. Let's do this side. Let's see what happens on this side. I'm going to clean it real good after the show, and I'm going to cut him all up and put him back. Yeah, I saw where you spent like $37, and I'm like, oh my God, she got some lusciousness. Yeah, I have to melt it down and re-pour this little feller. Him not. Well, I didn't do... This was my very first one I made, and I know I didn't do it right because I can still see flecks of jello in it. Or gelatin in it. But I was just so excited the day that it actually completely got hard that I just wanted to play with it. And like I said, I had put alcohol in this one. And I really wish I hadn't, because this started out as a 9 by 13. And I know it's not 9 by 13 now. I can tell from where it's been in the cabinet and it shrunk. But I think I have enough gelatin to do maybe a smaller plate, or I may just do this one as a smaller one when I melt it down. Oh, Emily, you like the steamy punk too. At my Walmart, in the sewing department, they've got gear buttons. And you get, these are flat, completely flat. And you get 15 of them. And they're all different sizes. I think it was $2.49 or $2.98. I don't remember. And they had the clock buttons too, but these are $9 for the same price as that one, but they have the little button hook on the back. I'm not cutting the button hooks off those yet because I'm going to mold them. I'm going to try to make some silicone molds. Yeah, I was thinking of, I don't do the resin yet. I'd like to get into that. But right now my husband's like freaking out because I'm making a top hat. And he says I don't stick to one style of anything. And I said, I'm a woman. I don't have to. He doesn't get it. I'm trying to find some of these smaller gears. Like last night I was watching a lady make miniature parasols and miniature hats, and he's like, what are you doing? And I said, well, my dollhouse looks lonely over there. Maybe I should make a dress shop. And he's like, oh God. So I don't know. I may do that. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of resin pours. Yeah, I normally do. He likes to say he's complaining, but he's really not. He's just trying to give me a hard time. See if I do this way. He's the one that bought me the buttons and the gears, so. And then he bought me my new webcam. Oh, that turned out kind of cool. This construction paper is so old, you can see where the sun has faded it. Yeah, I was watching you do a resin pour, and that's where you said you got your resin. And so I'm trying to save up to get some resin. Because I have some rose molds that I want to do some resin in. Because I think they'll be pretty as necklaces and stuff. So before I got together with my husband, I used to make hand beaded jewelry and stuff, and so I still have some of that, the hooks and all that kind of stuff. That's not bad. Well, as you see, I'm getting paint all over them. This was my husband's idea, not mine. And I told him, I said, I plan on jelly plating on Monday. And if they get ruined, it's, you know, your problem, not mine. I don't like them. I hate them. But he bought me a $26 webcam. So, yeah, I put them on. But on the bright side, they do make great shovels for pulling these little suckers up. Yeah, these are just press-ons. I actually have the acrylic kits to do acrylic nails. I can't do acrylic nails. Not on myself. I could probably do it on somebody else, but not on myself. These are just those glue and stick. I've tried watching videos on how to do the acrylics, and yeah. I'm a left-handed person, so the right side of my brain goes, that don't work. Hello, Live and Learn. How are you today? So I love this. I can see everything on my computer. I don't have to be looking at my phone every 5 seconds trying to see chat. I can actually see chat. I just realized I don't have any mods in here. Oh well, I'm not worried about no trolls. I say that now I get a troll. There's that one. I still have to work out my lighting. I don't like it, but nope, that side didn't do any better. Let's see. Oh, there's the white paint. I was looking for my white paint and it was in front of me. When he showed me the nails that he wanted, I thought it was kind of sweet because he comes home and I had the French tips on that were shorter, and I could use my phone. I could do anything with those. Well, Friday night he came home. He had these nails. He bought me some beautiful earrings, and I asked him what I did to deserve all that, and he said, nah. He goes, I just thought they were pretty. So they only last 5 days unless I wash my hands a whole lot, which I've been doing on purpose. Hi, Miss Kimmery. Oh, that one is just a white, nice blob. I won't even show you that one. I put too much white paint on there. I have to paste in the cardstock. Well, the colors are turning out okay. I can see the designs on my camera, but when I'm looking at it, yeah, I can't see I can see some of them, but not a lot of them. Okay, now what? Try to do another pull or get another stencil. Let's try another stencil. This is another one of the stencils I made. to the side. Let's see. I'll do copper. Normally, I have paint all over me. The first time I did it, I had paint in my hair. I had paint on my face, up my arms. This was one that didn't do. And because I was worried about getting paint on my clothes this time, I thought, oh, I'll try wearing a smock and see if that helps. So far, so good. I better knock on wood, huh? Just that heart fit there. Oh, he'll fit there. Let's see. Maybe some of the keys. No, that's a lock. That's not a key. That's a lock. There's a key. Skeleton key. Yeah, I did. The first time I was doing this, my plate was a lot bigger, and I had all the plate, and I was trying to be so precise on where I set stuff. It was hilarious. And now I'm just like, I'll just throw that stuff wherever. Ooh, lucky that. I'll show all the pictures at the end so we can do a better review. Let's see. Oh, come up off there. Nice, pretty, please. Oh, that turned out pretty, except that one corner. So we're going to just touch him back. Voila. Now have a colored heart. Oh, I love that. Kind of looks antique-y. I keep finding my key, or my key. I keep forgetting where I've put my camera. Okay, it's turning out good. Okay, let's pull him up. Yeah, y'all. Oh my god, I sound like James Lee. Yeah, y'all. You can tell I watch Emily's channel. Yeah, y'all. Hello. Try this, see if it works. Not too worried about cleaning my stencils. I'll clean them after. Gosh, that's so pretty. Let's see. Oh, the stencil's too faint to see on there. That's still pretty. That's still pretty. my husband was watching with me when you were doing your haul video, and he, oh goodness, I forgot the gear. Oh, well, he's white now. He's pretty. I'm gonna actually leave him. And he said, well, he was listening, and all of a sudden he goes, wow, that chick's voice got deep all of a sudden. And I was like, yeah, we call her James Lee. And he goes, well, ain't that a guy? I'm like, yeah, that's her husband. So then, of course, he had to look and see James Lee when James Lee was giving his little talk. It was so cute. He's like, oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that'll make a great journal page. Just like it is. And then it just has that faint gear at the bottom, so you could write all over that. I guess you can write on paint. I don't know. Might stick some vellum or something over it. Hello, Miss Ray. How are you? And Miss Robin, didn't see you come in. I saw Kim Marie. I think I said hello to Live and Learn. It's weird having my mentors in here. Let's do some big hunking gears. Hi, Robin. How are you? Aw. Yeah. That paint didn't like it. This one I just used. Oops. That's one of them that I made. I've got a Cricut Explorer 1, and I used laminate sheets with a piece of just regular copy paper in it. You run it through the laminator, and then you can go to custom settings, and I chose the stencil setting on there. I don't remember exactly the name of it, but it says something about stencil type material or something like that. And customs when you go to cut. But you know how you can just download whatever images you want to your Cricut, and you can turn anything into a stencil. Like, here's another one. I'm just going to lay it down. I'll pull it back up here in a second. You can see it. Actually, I think I'm going to lay this page. Wasn't going to, but now I'm going to. Let's see how this turns out. I also used project covers because I have a ton of them. Right, the ones where the little sleeve goes in these triangles. Now I have to figure out what to do with these triangles. And that'll run through the Cricut as well. And you can cut any kind of, oh, that did pretty good. Yuck. The first stencils I was making were these paper stencils, and then you just Mod Podge, and then you can use them as stencils. It makes them last just a little bit longer. Yeah, I didn't know that you could use... Didn't turn out as good as I thought. But this is one of the ones I just made. Well, crap. I wish I'd have thought about vanilla folders. I had a ton of those I could have done it from. That one don't look like it came out as well. I think I had too much paint on the Geli, but that's all right. My favorite one that I made, though, and I can already hear Miss Emily going, ooh, 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 I want that one. I even kept all the little pieces that came out. Okay. This is the first one I did. And I kept his little wings and his eyes, his hair and his beak and his little feetsies. Oh, yeah. That was the first one. Now, this is off of a color page. This is what he is supposed to look like. With his little feathers. I know, is he not adorable? I fell in love with him. It took me, I tried doing it on paper first so I didn't mess up my laminate sheets, because I had to go into my paint document and make these lines darker, then save the image and then cut it. But yeah. Yeah, he's my favorite. My husband was kind of excited because he's like, he got me this stupid thing and I didn't use it because I was mad because I couldn't figure out how to use it. And then once I figured out using it, I spent all day Thursday cutting out this tub, and it's just full of different gears and keys and stuff like that. And then when I saw the video on how I could make stencils, I was like, oh yeah. So I went through the house searching for everything I could get my hands on to use for a stencil. I looked everywhere to try to find an umbrella man because I want the umbrella man so badly. There is nowhere online where I could find a picture of the umbrella man. Look what I'm using to hold my paints, Emily. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to set that right in my jelly plate. I know. It's a sin. My hubby got me that to go in my kitchen cabinets because I have so many spices. Okay, that pink don't work. And yeah, it's a spice rack. They slide. It's like the ones you put in your cabinets. They slide and then they swivel out. My house was built in the early 70s. So the shelves in them are too short to put that in. And instead of throwing it away, I was like, hey, I wonder if my paints will fit in that. So now I've been on the hunt for more, because that's the only one I have. The rest of my paints are in I don't know what it was. It was something my dad gave me. Ooh, too much green. Ew, mud. It's alright. We'll make it pretty. Oh, I made camo. Oof. No, we're not going to camo you. We'll do a camo die heart. How's that? Yeah. Ah. Pretty soon this thing's going to be full. I don't like camo, but that's actually kind of pretty. Let's see. I've come up, since I'm trying to do my steampunk top hat, oh, that turned out pretty. That's like, well, it's hot pink camo with gears. I've been watching a lot of videos on steampunk and that is so funny. I do not believe I made pink camo, people. I was watching some videos on steampunk and how it's based on steam. So I was thinking, I have a pretty good idea of how I'm doing my hat. I'm going to make a clock, which I will do a video on how I'm going to make that. It's not going to be a working clock, only because I don't have a working clock to use for one. And I don't want to add too much more weight to the hat because it is going to be on my head eventually. I need to add just a little bit more to that side. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. I made camo gear. This is not going on my hat though. Uh-oh. I think my heart's coming apart. No, don't come apart. Come on. Everybody stay together. Come on. Yes. Then we got the heart. But yeah, I have an idea for my hat. I'm making goggles so far. And I'll be doing a video on that. I haven't decided if I'm going to go to Dollar Tree and get a pair of the 99-cent goggles and redo them. Oh my god, that is so cool. Or if I'm just going to completely make a set of goggles because I did print. Oh, no, no, you didn't. Oh, please don't be on my dress. Please don't be on my dress. You're on my dress. Great. Okay. Deep calming breaths. Ooh, yellow. I don't have any yellow. Or like I said, just do a scratch pair of goggles. I was always intimidated by steampunk because I don't know a whole lot. I mean, I know I love the steampunk genre. I play a lot of steampunk-esque games. I do not like how, good Lord, I've got paint all over me. Oh man, I did not take. That's just ugly. But it's alright. It's just a layer. I'll add more paint to it. It'll be fine. Okay. Give me just a second. I forgot to take my Claritin. Well, okay. Oh well, paint don't hurt nobody, does it? Can't find my baby wipes. So I can't find my baby wipes. Cannot find my hand sanitizer. Couldn't figure out why my eyes were running, and then I realized I forgot to take my Claritin. That's not good. Bye, Judy. Bottle. I hit my camera again. I'm sorry. What did I do? There we go. Alright, that's just as good as that's going to get. Let's see. These are what I need. Do some purple. Some blue. I just realized I did not have copper. I've got gold, and chocolate brown. I don't have any copper. I've got to go. I have to get copper so I can do my hat. Oops. That was a little bit too much blue. Oh, well. It's going to be pretty. Ew, yuck. Paint blob. I want to make a wind-up clock to go on my hat. And so I found these keys and decided to cut them out. So that I can use them from either my clock or I'm just going to have them on my hat. I've not decided. Did I already do? Okay, there's my keys. And then I have different style keys. Because who doesn't like keys? Oh, and I was wanting feather dye. Yeah, I was going to buy the feather die cut for my cuddle bug. And instead of doing that, I actually made myself a feather stencil. And because I have the feather stencil, I also have feathers that are in the laminate sheets. So I don't have to worry about getting the die cut now, because now all I have to do is ink up my Geli plate, whatever color I want, and then place those feathers on there. And I can have all the little feathers I want. Let's see. Good Lord. I'm having a ton of pop-ups, notifications on my computer. And it only does it when I'm doing this. I just love this. It's so pretty. That's so pretty. There's another key. These are going to make some really awesome backgrounds. I just love the colors. Okay, you did so pretty on that. How did the key turn out? Okay, all but that one little side, which that's okay. We'll just take him and touch him to the side. Oh, gorgeousness. He fell down. No. Let's see. I love antique keys too. I do. I've got a dot stuck under my fingernail. Oh, the keys are just turning out so pretty. I'm so happy about them. God, I hope this paint comes off these nails. I really do, or he will be mad. But you know, oh well. I warned him ahead of time, so I can't be too mad. I just love how these keys are turning out, the colors. I did plan on making a stencil of this gear because I like it. And then I'm going to make a stencil of these gears as well. These swirly gears. I do plan on making a stencil of that. Oh, the locks turned out so pretty. Okay, Miss Emily, start to feel better. Thank you for watching. Really like them. Oops. Oops. As I'm learning about all the steampunk stuff, how to do it, and why it's called steampunk, and it's all very fascinating. So it got my mind really going on. I want to really concentrate not just on the gear part, but on the steam part of it. And I'm going to have all kinds of stuff on my hat. My hat will wind up being way too heavy for me to wear, but, you know, I don't care. That's the fun in making it. There's that. Look how that turned out. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Or if I can get another print off that. Let's try. I can. Usually when I'm creating or doing my art, I'm watching another live stream so I can listen to them while I'm doing my art, and it gives me ideas on what to do and stuff. And it's weird not having any voices but my own in the room. I'm surprised Sassy hasn't tried to make her debut. She usually does when I do a video. It came out pretty cool. Let's see. I think I'm going to do some more keys. Let's see. I don't have any green, so apparently I need some green metallic. I need copper. I don't have that. I'm testing this chocolate chip out to see if it'll make like a coppery color. I think that's... I did it again. I made camo. Ugh. I'm not doing my keys in camo. doing my dies in camo either. I'm going to get some of these index cards. Just yeah, I think a lot of us do that. It's nice, though, just to hear somebody talking and stuff. Ah! And calling out when they make a craffle-inch like I just did there. What's really funny is I love watching Miss Elizabeth. But I have learned that I don't try drinking while I'm watching, not alcohol, but like taking a drink or anything while I'm watching her, because you never know when she's going to say something that's so hilarious, you're going to spit your drink out. And I think my favorite one thus far that actually I laughed so hard at her that my kids came downstairs to see what I was laughing at was the one where she's talking about when her and Richard started dating, and he's watching the football game and she's trying to tell him it's over, and he just says, you're blocking the TV, could you move? And I mean, I lost it. Oh, here's the index cards. I'm just like doing them and putting them to the side. But yeah, I love watching her. If I'm having a really, really bad day, she's the one I watch. First thing when I get up. Yeah. Yeah, spitting out them babies like a machine gun. It's so funny because some of her sayings that she says just reminds me so much of my grandmother and home. Because my grandmother used to talk the same way, and I think that's why I like her so much. She just reminds me of home and all the people I'm missing. Well, that one didn't take out so pretty. We can add to it. Isn't that what they say? Just add. Lord have mercy. I don't remember who said they got paint all over them. They had it up to their elbow. Well, honey, if you looked at my hands right now, my hands are painty. And pretty soon, I'm sure it's going to go up my arm. I can see it. I'm just adding some water. I'm not actually cleaning it. I'm just adding some water. Let's see if I can get any of this paint to pull up. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Welcome. I gotta flip my page. Oh, glue. I don't know how I did it, but the other night I was gluing something and shot glue into my face and got it in my eyes. I mean, it was horrible. I'm like running around, and it wasn't regular glue, it was hot glue. So it actually didn't go into my eye, it just felt like it. And apparently it was on my eyelid. And yeah, and my husband's like, sit still. I'm like, sit still, just cut my face off because maybe they'll stop hurting. That's an experience I never want to go through again. He told me maybe if I didn't run my heat gun on high, I'd be less likely to hurt myself. I told him, I said, no, it doesn't matter what temperature I run it on. I'm going to hurt myself. It's just inevitable. I'm accident prone anyway. On one of my live streams, I was using my glue gun. And I was very, very proud of myself because I didn't swear like a sailor. If I had not been on camera, that's exactly what would have happened. But I wasn't watching what I was doing. Instead of grabbing the gun like you're supposed to, apparently I grabbed the tip of the gun, the glue gun, and thank God I let go in time because it was just my finger that got it. But that thing blistered for 3 days. So now I pay attention. Yeah, my kids like to play with paint when they were younger. Now my kids just, I don't know if my oldest one still does. I know my youngest one, he still draws. I think my middle son likes drawing still. I should have just grabbed a handful and tossed them on there and let them go where they wanted, huh? That would have been fun. Look, be free. I've done that with an iron too. I had an iron that I did not know that the light went out on it to indicate it was on or not. And I had done a whole bunch of crafts and everything, and I had used the steam setting. So of course, you knew it was on because the steam was going, and I thought I had turned it off. Like I said, the light didn't work on it, and I grabbed a hold of that little sucker, and I was not a happy camper. Oh yeah, my kids are so into video games. But my youngest son, he actually wants to, well, my middle son wanted to go to school to become a video game maker. He wanted to do the animating part of it. But I honestly think that he decided not to go to college just so he could help his dad and I out where my health is not like it should be. Even though I told him to go and not worry about us. We could manage. We were adults. My middle child just turned 21. He'll be 22 this year. My oldest is, let's see, I'm 45. He's 25. And my youngest will be 18 this year. My youngest son, that's what he wanted to do. he wanted to start doing games on YouTube. I don't know if he's changed his mind. I don't like how that turned out. Oh, there we go. Now I can see it. That's pretty. It shows up better on camera than it does in person. I don't know why. He wanted to do that. I don't know if he still does. Oh, the keys turned out pretty. I actually have a friend on YouTube that I subscribe to, and that's all he does is he just plays video games. Unfortunately, they're none of the games I play, but I think it's cool, and I support his channel when I can remember to go. I think I need to binge watch some of his videos later. Oh, that one didn't do just right, so I'm going to poke him right there. Give him some more. Nope. That paint wasn't wet. Okay. Right there then. Okay, we'll have to redo that key. Because I'm not happy. Not happy. Some of these are turning out really good, and some of them will have to layer. That's one thing that I've started learning is it's okay to layer. I was always so afraid to layer paints or to basically layering. God, let's see, what did mine want to be when they were 8? I have no idea. I can't even imagine. Yeah, that's what I'm learning, is that steampunk has a lot of layers, which is cool. Mixed media has a lot of layers. But I guess I've always just been timid at trying new things. And here lately, I'm like, nope, let's just slap some paint down and go to town and see what happens. Okay, I wonder. Who wrote the book of love? What would look good on the background of that? Wonder. I'm going to try some orange. What the hey? Let's do some orange. Good Lord. I hope it hasn't stopped raining, because if it stopped raining, my son will want to go to the dump. I'm having fun. I don't want to go to the dump. I've changed my mind about adulting today. I just want to craft today. I can adult some other time. Doesn't that sound good? Let's forget about adulting today. Let's just craft. Oh, frogs. I know I will have to adult in a little while, because I just remembered I was doing barbecue chicken tonight. And I should have had it in the crock pot already. Yeah. Not doing that tonight. See, that's what I was going to do. I don't know if I have any. Yeah, I do have straws. Ooh, I have some straws that I was thinking about using for pipe. I was also thinking about on my silicone mat here, taking some hot glue and making lines so that maybe it looked like pipes. Okay, the first pull didn't turn up as awesome sauces as I thought it would. But it's okay. I can add some color to it. Yeah. I do have the bendy straws that I was going to do that too. I did think about the hot glue, but then I got to thinking the hot glue, I'd have to paint, and I just don't want to waste the paint on the hot glue when I can do it on the bendy straws. I don't know what color I want to use. Let's use this one. We'll use, no, not the purple. We'll use some of this blue because it's all metallic-y. That's probably too much. No. But, yeah. I just had jelly plating on the brain this morning. And my chicken's probably not thawed out anyway. So, there's my excuse. Chicken's not thawed out. We're going to have breakfast tonight. Doesn't take me long to crank out some homemade biscuits and stuff. Make some cat head biscuits and some gravy. And fried taters. I'm making myself hungry. Just gonna lay all those ones I did back down. No, that one's fine. See if I can get them on here a little quicker this time. That one's okay. This one had a lot of... Just doing the ones that didn't get a lot of color on them. I was watching this one video last night. I think she's called Homestead Teresa or something. I can never understand how she says her name. And she was making candles. And I don't know why, but all of a sudden I was like, ooh, candles are steampunk. Because, you know, steam era, coal miners, they had the little candle lights in their hats and stuff. Not that I want to put a working candle in my steampunk piece, but the little containers she was working with is what gave me the idea of trying to incorporate some kind of light form in my my piece. I really like how those turned out now that I added those colors to it. Much better. Good Lord, I've been on here almost 12 or 2 hours. That's why I'm hungry. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Really like how those turned out. Oh, okay. That piece of construction paper. Ooh, actually, I think my son's home. Yeah, we'll do his favorite. He likes macaroni and cheese. And I just found this turkey sausage, smoked sausage link. It's like the, oh yeah, anyway. And I thought, ooh. Okay, yeah, I saw something shiny, sorry. I like how that turned out. That turned out really good. I like it. I'm going to have stuff to make a steampunk journal. I just have to figure out how to make a journal. I have the gist of journals. I've made some minis. I'm also going to have to get me a PayPal account so that I can start sending stuff out. I liked how that one turned out. That one turned out really good. Oh, duh, I forgot to put on my cover color. I'm going to do the yellow. Yeah, I'm going to do the yellow. That's not yellow. I don't know what color that is. It is... Huh, it is yellow. It's dark yellow. Huh. Oh, I hit the camera again. Sorry. Still not used to it. I think this is probably going to be the last one I do because I'm getting hungry. My tummy is a-growling. I definitely need to get this jelly plate cleaned and recut. Or remolded, not recut. Anyway, I found that turkey sausage. They're smoked sausage links by, I want to say Johnsonville or Hill Johnson. I don't know, something like that. And I love any kind of sausage. But my son and my husband can't eat sausage that's really, really greasy. And that turkey isn't. So I made spaghetti with it last week. And everybody loved it. So tonight I'm going to do turkey chili mac. Well, not chili mac, but turkey macaroni and cheese. I'm just going to make a big old pot of macaroni and cheese and throw that turkey sausage in it. I don't know if I'm going to save that or not, but okay. Alrighty, that's all I'm going to do with that. Let's raise you up. Let's put these paints away. Yeah, I like making macaroni and cheese and then just throwing something in it. I don't care what if it's hamburger, if it's turkey. I've done it with chicken. Oops. Trying to put my paints over here. Tomorrow, I think I'll do a video on I did have some copper. I thought I had copper. It was in the wrong spot. Duh. Tomorrow I'll do a video, and we will be adding the paints to the top hat. I'll be adding some of the gears. Hopefully, I will have figured out how I want to make my clock. If I do, then we will do that. And on another one, we will do the goggles. So yeah, there's probably going to be, I'm not counting this as my part of my steampunk project, but there'll probably be at least 2, if not 3 more videos for the top hat. And you see my hat out there? There's my hat. Oh. Here it is. Before it's painted. No, I did not paint the inside of my hat. I really don't care. It's going to be on my head, or it'll be sitting down somewhere. But yes, this is what we're going to be decorating. And yes, I do have it to where it'll fit. I have to turn it a certain way. I just can't remember which way. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so it does fit. Yay! So yeah, there's my top hat. That sits right there. Oh, might decorate my steampunk box. I'm still trying to figure out what to do for a lid, not a lid, for a opener. But I have a couple of ideas. I'm trying to find more things to take apart in the house. I've already taken apart a fan, a radio, because I know steampunk is not just the steam aspect, it's also the futuristic aspect, so I can use a lot of them pieces in my project, which if this keeps going the way it goes, I may also be doing a steampunk canvas. I haven't made up my mind yet, but yeah, so we're going to be getting steampunky. And then after my steampunk stuff is done, I finally saw how to make, yeah, I'm going to do a steampunk canvas. I've kind of got an idea. Since steampunk is kind of futuristic and out there, I have an idea in my head. I just don't know if it's steampunky enough, or if I should be able to steampunk it up. I think I have to do a little bit more research. Oh, my eyes are watering. I wish that medicine would take. What I'm thinking is, hold on. I made this mask, and yeah, I know his head's dented a little. I made this paper mache mask, and then, ow. Wrong one. That's my molds. That one's not it. Well, fiddles. Where did it go? Anyway, when I took the radio apart, there was... yeah, it's because it doesn't have the eyes. When I took the radio apart, there was a motherboard. And in the motherboard, you have all these wires that you can pop out of other components. And I was thinking to have like the motherboard here. Let's do it this way. Have the motherboard here and then the stuff going into the brain, or, you know, into different parts of this. And I didn't know if that would be considered steampunky. I mean, of course, I'd add other stuff to it, but I didn't know if that falls into the steampunk genre, as they say. And then I was, in my one haul, I had that, okay, the belt I hauled at that yard sale the other week. I took it completely apart. So I have all the circles. Well, I have this part of the chain. Then I have, shoot, these nails, I can't pick anything up. Then I have all the links that it was on. And then I found this in my hubby's workshop. It's a CO2 cartridge for an air gun that he had. And he said it was safe for me to use because there's a hole right there, which means that it's no longer going to blow up under pressure. So I thought that would be cute to put on a steampunk piece. Probably not my hat because it has a little bit of weight to it, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't have the money to just go out and buy some of the gears and stuff. And I had a broken fan and I had a broken radio. So I thought, take them apart, see what I can get out of it. And my husband laughed at me. It was one of those fans that stand up on the pole and it rotates. And, sorry. I'm going to use every piece of this fan. I'm going, the metal ring that was around the outside, well, both of them, I'm going to cut the cage parts off, and I'm going to use the big metal rings that are left to do dream catchers out of. The little metal parts, they'll be on other mixed media pieces. The cord was still, what had happened is I fried the motor, but the cord was still good, so my husband kept the cord for him. But I think the only thing I threw away was this greasy bit that I couldn't get the grease off of. No matter what I did, I couldn't get their grease off of it. So I threw that away. But other than that, I'm using every part of it. Yeah, I have done that. I cut a lot of my gears. I just cut a ton of them on my Cricut. And then I found these buttons that I'm going to mold so I can make gears. But I had taken the fan and the radio apart before I got my Cricut. So, yeah. Now that I have my Cricut, I don't have to take too much stuff apart. But I do like the fact that I got that motherboard, which is really cool. And there was so many, Actually, the radio was my old boom box from the 80s, where it had the dual tape decks and all that on it. So, yeah, it died, so I took it apart. Oops, I hit my camera again. There we go. I can see my mess really good. All right. I was trying to think. When I took the fan apart and I took the radio apart, you would think, especially with the radio having the tape decks, there'd be a lot of gears. There's really not a lot of gears in that stuff. And that's what I told my husband. I said, you know, there's not any gears. What do I have to find to get gears? But I did get some cool magnets out of my radio. I did not take the speakers apart because the speakers still worked. And I was like, no way are we getting rid of these speakers. Even though I know there's some killer magnets in them. But yeah, I'm trying to come up with other steampunk ideas for doing stuff. Thank you, Robin. Good night. You have a great day. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get off here because I have got to get cleaned up. I didn't get as much paint on me as I thought. And I need to eat some lunch. Because it is 12 o'clock. I've never done a pocket letter. I've been watching videos so that I can learn, because I would like to do a pocket letter and send it to somebody. I don't know who yet. But yeah, I think that would be fun to do an all steampunk pocket letter. Yeah, I thought they were harder than what they looked, but apparently they're not. This one lady, I just watched her video. She made it look so simple. So I just don't have a lot of like old time pictures and stuff, but I can. Yeah, I'd like to do that. I'd like to eventually get to where I can do swaps and stuff with people. Right now I can't print out anything. I ran my printer out of ink. So I have to get more ink for it. As soon as I get more ink for it, I've got a whole bunch of pictures that I want to print out. My dad said something about as long as the prints aren't copyrighted, I could probably put them on a flash drive and go to Walmart and do it. So I don't know. I'll have to see if I can do that or not. That way I'm not wasting my ink. But okay, I'm going to jump off here. I want to say thank you, ladies. And if there was any gentlemen, for stopping by and watching my live stream. Hi, Mimi. I'm just getting off. Okay, Jennifer, I'll let you know. Yeah, I'm hungry. My tummy. I got a rumbly and the tumbly. I came on a lot earlier than I expected to, Mimi, but I'm going to be on tomorrow, probably 11:30, 12 o'clock, because Emily's not going to be on tomorrow, she was telling me, and I have to take my son to work, so between 11 and 12 tomorrow, my time. I don't know, it's 12 o'clock right now, 12:12 here, so whatever time it is your time, that'll be everybody is when I'll be on. But yeah, I'm going to say goodbye for today. Thank you for watching. And I will talk to you all. Okay, Jennifer, I will. It doesn't have to be steampunk. I like everything. It doesn't have to be steampunk. I'm just in a steampunk mood right now. All right, bye, Mimi. You have a great day, too. But yeah, I'll let you know, Jennifer. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Subscribe. Hit that bell if you want notifications. And again, thank you all from the bottom of my heart for watching and putting up with my ramblings. And I will see you tomorrow on the next video. So, bye from Tennessee. Mouse.